enough.
So is he just talking about essentially how he never wins? Cause that's depressing, bro. That's so sad. I want to root for him, but that's so sad. What is going on, guys? It is JJ here, back with a new video, and today we're going to take a look, for the first time ever, at Kimi Raikkonen. I had to look up how to say his name correctly. I had to look up essentially his career in F1. I made sure not to spoil any of it for myself, but essentially, we're gonna take a look at one of the, I guess he's Finnish? I don't really know much about Finland, but either way, we've been continuing our F1 journey bit by bit by bit. Obviously, this started as a footballing channel, but honestly, it's just more so looking at things that I've never seen in sport, and I love to do that. And I've never really watched an entire F1 race with Kimi Raikkonen in it. And apparently he's been around for a very long time. So we're gonna take a look at the career of Kimi Raikkonen. You guys have to let me know your thoughts on it down in the comments below. And yeah, this is gonna be fun. Let's get into the video. As well, guys, you can find the original video just down in the description below. Let me know your favorite Kimi Raikkonen moment, video, race, etc. Let me know so I can go take a look at it, because I'm kind of enjoying figuring out F1 drivers as we go. I still have a lot of them to cover, but we're getting there slowly.
I'm Kimi Raikkonen. Racing cars is my job, and I love it. You probably remember me as Ferrari's last world champion. But with more starts than anyone in F1 history, there's more to my story.
You said more starts?
I was born west of Helsinki in Finland, in a city called Espoo. My older brother Rami would always let me try the stuff he liked to do.
Rami
So
Raikkonen?
I started with motocross. Then I think I was 8 when we both began in go-karts. I watched the F1 race on TV, but I wasn't set on becoming a race driver when I was young. I just liked it. What I wanted to do for a living would change from one second to the next. Honestly, I just did whatever made me happy. I always have. But my military service came up just as things were getting started with my racing.
So he actually, I know this is kind of different, I guess, from the US, obviously around Europe and even in Asia as well. But military service in Finland, is it like you have to do it no matter what? Like if you hit the age of 18 or whenever they call upon you, you have to go and do your military service? Because I feel like someone like him who has a pure set career or is destined to have like a pure career out there should have got like a pass or like a skip, something. Like, who is Finland going to war with? Russia? Like, I don't, like, let me know.
It was okay though, because they agreed to let me go to the UK to race on
Let's go!
if I came back. I did Formula Renault in '99, some Formula Ford finished with the army, and the next year I was testing the Sauber F1 car in secret. It was the most amazing year.
Really?
Peter Sauber called me the Eskimo because he didn't want anyone knowing who was testing the car. I was a young kid, and there were people and sponsors who didn't think I was ready after only 23 car races. But I guess I did alright, because Sauber hired me to race in 2001. That year,
Wait,
the Sauber
so
changed.
he was testing cars? Is that like common in F1 where like you're essentially just like a race driver, or is like test car meant for something else? Like they're testing the cars for drivers to go, and they just decided, screw it, like let's make him a driver? Or was they like in other competitions during that? F1 is confusing to me, you know?
I've gone from racing junior guys to racing people like Michael Schumacher and Mika Häkkinen.
Who was hacking
And
it?
I did not have time to think about whatever I was prepared or not. I just had to get on with it.
I know we watched Michael
People
Schumacher.
like to tell the story that I was asleep just before I started my first race. I think sleeping is underrated. Then when Mika Häkkinen announced he was finished with F1, McLaren said they wanted me to replace him for 2002. I was just 21 and now driving for one of the biggest teams in F1. But
It doesn't
for me,
sound
the
like he's
pressure
saying
was
this. It sounds like it's
exactly
like
the same.
written for him.
You just have to perform at your maximum with the car you're given. I guess that's how I earned my nickname at McLaren. The boss from Dennis
The
called me
Iceman,
the
that's
Iceman.
a sick name, you
I
know?
came close, but for whatever reason, the title never came with McLaren. Some people started to say that the problem was with me and with my approach. It's true I like to have fun away from the track, but problem was not what I did with my training or in my private life. It was more to do with the car not lasting the race or not being quick enough.
So is he just talking about essentially how he never wins? Cause that's depressing, bro. That's so sad. I want to root for him, but that's so sad. Keep going, bro. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better.
So when Ferrari said they wanted me to join them for 2007, I said
So he just
yes.
jumped teams because he was getting blamed for not winning?
My fight with Alonso and Hamilton for the championship went on throughout the year, right down to the last race at the Interlagos. Arriving in Brazil, I was third in the championship, totally the outsider. But then Hamilton finished the race 7th, Alonso finished 3rd, and I won. It was enough to give me the championship by 1 point. Winning the title didn't really change my life though, apart from making
Really?
it more hectic.
Dude, he's such a Debbie Downer.
Now I'd had this in F1, I wondered about other things I still wanted to achieve. My brother Rami had been rallying in Finland, and just like when we were kids, I liked the look of the fun he was having. So I decided to compete in the World Rally Championship in 2010 instead of
So he left F1 to
in
go to rally.
2011, I tried NASCAR. It was good fun to race against the other people again, and I realized I'd been missing it. So I called my manager to see if he could get me a drive in F1. He did a good job, and for 2012, I was
So
back
you
on
went
the
from F1 title
for
champion
Lotus.
to go drive rally car.
The cars were good, but financially, the team were not in a great shape. So when Ferrari asked me to come back for 2014, I said yes. Some people were surprised that I went back to Ferrari, but I still had a lot of friends and good memories from my time there. The highlight was for sure my final victory in Austin in 2018.
Austin. Like
It took a
Texas?
bit
Like
longer than
Austin,
we-
Texas he won? Big up. Big up. Big up. Love to see that for you.
Expected to get it, but it was nice. I started 151 Grand Prix. with Ferrari.
151.
Only Schumacher has started more. For the final 3 years of my career, I moved to Alfa Romeo, going back to the Sauber family where it all started. It was like coming home. But now it's over. I'm retiring from F1. What will I do
I'm gonna
next?
guess go back to rally car.
I don't know. My plans is to have no plans, just spend time with my family.
Dude, this is
People
so weird
sometimes
for
ask
him
me
to
if
say
I
this.
have regret about my career. I have no regrets. I'm happy with what I achieved. People also ask me how I wanted to be remembered. I don't care at all if I'm remembered or not.
You just straight up, I don't care. I don't care how that's going down. I'm just here chilling. Okay, so that's Kimi Raikkonen. So he did end up. I kind of want to go see that F1 title race that he ended up winning and ended up winning the title. Because who did they say it was? It was him, Alonso, and Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton, I feel like is always in the mix for a title, and I feel so depressed for him because he definitely has lost on a couple of occasions. But I didn't know that about Kimi Raikkonen. Let me know your guys' favorite moment. Is it that race that he talked about where beating Hamilton and Alonso at the last minute, or like what is your guys' favorite moment from him? The dude seems very carefree. He seems very relaxed and carefree. I feel like he'd be funny. This would be funnier if it wasn't like written this way. I don't know. F1 made this seem kind of weird, but let me know what you guys think down in the comments below on it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and peace.